Alexander High School, where the Alexander Lady Spartans will be playing against our Lady Oaks tonight. This is a non-SOC matchup. We started playing the Alexander last year, and we got out there on the floor for the jump ball night. We got Ashley Maynard for the Lady Oaks, and I can't see the number on the girl from Alexander, number 50, Robinson, and there's the ball, and Alexander with the first possession. Moving the ball quick. That's West with the ball, over to Bobo, back to West, off, rebound Spurlock, over to Ruth, Ruth to Phillips, and to Maynard. Maynard gets two. Lady Oaks first to put points on the board tonight, 7:34 to go in this first period of play. Lady Oaks spreading the floor on Alexander down here. Bobo with the ball, out to West. West all the way down underneath to King, back to Bobo, back to West. And she drives in, back out to King, and she gets two. Tie game here, 7:10 to go in the first period of play. Phillips crosses the line with the ball. Takes it to the lane, and she doesn't get the foul's called on the floor. Fouls on number 50, Robinson. Fouls on the floor. That's her first foul, first team foul. Into Maynard underneath, and in and out. No. Robinson with the rebound, off to Bobo, over to Jewel. Jewel back to West. West takes the shot, and she gets two. Puts the Lady Spartans up by two. Ruth with the ball on the inbounds, across the line, takes it over to Phillips. Phillips to Ruth on the handover. Back to Phillips. She drives outside, pops it up, partially blocked, gets her own rebound. No, Maynard gets a rebound. No, Robinson with the ball. And West running the floor. Off to Jewel, and she's fouled by... Jewel's on the line. 25, Spurlock with the foul, I believe. And Jewel's first shot is no good. First foul shots of the evening for either team. Both teams with one foul apiece. Her second one's good. Puts the Lady Spartans up 5-2. Sharp with the ball, trying to work it down the floor. Over to Phillips, across the line. Over to Maynard, out of her hands, into Spurlocks, over to Ruth. Back over, and a steal by Robinson. And a steal by Sharp, out of Robinson's hands. Phillips with the ball, over to Ruth. And Ruth was knocked down underneath the Maynard, and a block and a foul called on 44, King. That'll be her second foul. Maynard at the line to shoot two. O'Keel's first foul shots of the evening. Rolls, no good. Score with 5:46 going this first period is 5-2. Favor of the Lady Spartans. Maynard's second shot's good. Both teams are 50% on foul shooting here. West with the ball. West to King, and over to Bobo, and she gets three. Bobo with a three, first three in the evening. 8-3 is the score. Sharp with the ball. And Maynard. Maynard takes it to the baseline, puts it up. No. And number 15 there, Jewel. No. Rebound Ruth. Timeout called by the Lady Oaks. 5:14 to go. It's 8-3. 22nd timeout called. With 5:14, it's 8-3 in favor of Lady Spartans. Phillips bringing the ball down. Robinson on pressure. Sharp and mix up on the play there, and West comes up with it over to Robinson, and she gets the easy two. And Phillips to Sharp underneath to Maynard, and a tie up underneath. Oak Hill's ball by possession arrow. Ball's into Phillips over Robinson, good for two. Her first two of the evening. It's 10-5 in favor of the Lady Spartans with 4:43 to go. Jewell with the ball. In to Robinson. Robinson back out to West. Or Bobo, and Jewell misses the three. Picked up by West, blocked by Phillips, and a takeaway. Over to Ruth. Ruth to Phillips. Phillips brings it around, puts it up. No. Maynard with the save. Back to Phillips underneath, and good for two. Closes it down to 7-10. Lady Oaks behind by 3 now with 4:08 to go in this first period of play. West with bringing the ball in underneath there to Jewell. Jewell to Bobo. Bobo from 3. No. Rebound Ruth. Ruth brings it up to Phillips. Phillips crosses half court. Underneath to Maynard. Maynard rolls good. Her second field goal tonight. 1 point game now, 9-10 with 3:34 to go. Bobo with the ball. Bobo to Jewell, back to Bobo. Underneath to Robinson. Partially blocked, picked up by Phillips. Long pass to Maynard. And she tries to save it, and it goes out off the Oak Hill. Good pass. Maynard couldn't hold on to it. Should have had those fast break points. West with the ball. Underneath the 22, it's Carr, back out to West. West to King. No. Ball saved by Alexander, long pass to Spurlock, and she throws it up, no. Maynard with the rebound, no. Sharp with a rebound, no. Lady Oaks missed 3 on the board there. With a chance to go ahead, and West with the three-pointer, and it's good. Her first three-pointer in the evening. Phillips with the ball as full court press being applied. Over to Ruth. Back to Phillips. Over to Sharp. No. And Bobo with the ball. Down the floor to Jewell. Jewell stops it to 3. Back out to Bobo. 13-9 is the score, Lady Spartans' favor. And there's a double dribble on Alexander's West. Spurlock bringing it in to Ruth. Ruth crosses half court with it. West on her, still stole the ball, and it's 1-on-1, and yeah, West gets it too. Spurlock to Phillips. To Spurlock. Spurlock to Gillen, to Maynard. Maynard with 2. 11-15, 4-point ball game for the Lady Spartans. West with the ball, brings it down to 3, stops, over to Jewell. Jewell dribbles in, back out to West. West to Bobo. Bobo with the shot, and she gets 2. Her first 2 of the evening. Ruth with the ball. Ruth to Phillips. Full court pressure, man on man, double team coming up behind. Over to Ruth. Ruth to Gillen. She steps up, pops it, no. And Maynard with the rebound. They're calling it a possession ball. 17-11 with 1:11 to go. And West comes around, dishes off to Bobo, back to West. West underneath to King. King is blocked. And a foul's called on Maynard, I believe. No, I believe the foul's going to be called on Ruth. We don't have anything on the scoreboard to tell us who the foul. Yeah, 20. Angie Gillen got that foul. No good on the first shot from King. Second shot's good. Phillips with the ball. Over to Ruth. No, and it's take away. Lady and a long pass down the floor into Gillen's hands. She dribbles around and back out to Ruth. To Phillips. Phillips to the middle, puts it up, she's fouled. Go to the line to shoot two. .23 with the foul. Carr, her first foul of the evening. Third team foul. Phillips shooting two. First one's good. Second one's up, falls good. With 3:13, it's a 5-point game for the ladies, or with 28 seconds, it's a 5-point game for the Lady Spartans, 18-13. West with the ball. West to Bobo, back to Bobo. Waiting for the last shot to get the last shot. West with the ball. West takes it to the middle, back out to Bobo. Bobo takes it around. No, and 14 has got a shot. No, rebound Spurlock. And Phillips. And a long pass, and that's the end of the first period of play. It's 18-13, 5-point lead for the Lady Spartans, and we'll be back in just a minute. I'll come back in here to the second period of play. Phillips with the ball. Phillips takes it to the middle, over to Ruth. In and out of Ruth's hands. And over to Spurlock, out of her hands. Giveaway, another turnover by the Lady Oaks. West with the ball, takes it to the middle, stops and pops it. No, rebound Ruth. Ruth to Phillips. Lady Oaks slowed the pace down just a little bit here. Comes across half court, and to Maynard. And out of Maynard's hands, and to Carr. Carr to West with it. Ends up with it. Block in there, and the ball goes out off of Gillen. Lady Oaks come out real quick and had a turnover here in the second period, but it hadn't hurt him yet. Carr with the ball, over to West, over to Jewel, back to Bobo from outside. She gets the two. 20-13. Spurlock bringing the ball in to Ruth. Ruth brings it down the floor. Over to Phillips. There was a foul, no call. And a pick set by Spurlock. Phillips takes it, and they're calling a jump ball. That was a foul. Ball goes to Alexander. I don't believe that one. Hands weren't on the ball. Timeout, Lady Oaks. After the jump ball possession, Alexander's ball. West crosses timeline. 7-point ball game. Alexander's ahead by 7. Into Robinson. Robinson out to Jewel. Jewel shoots and gets 2. Spurlock bringing the ball in for the Lady Oaks. And there's a complete giveaway. No shot, and in the hands of Bobo gets 2. Turnover hurt the Lady Oaks that time. Over to Phillips. Double team. Over to Ruth. And another knockout by West. A block by Phillips. And it's out of bounds. And we have Davis and Sharp back in the ball game. Spurlock and Gillen out. West with the ball. 24-13 is the score. Bobo over to Jewell. Jewell with another shot from the side over into Sharp's hands. Sharp to Davis. Davis to Sharp. Over to Maynard. Maynard comes around. Too hard. No. Out off of Alexander. O'Kill's ball. 24-13, 5:43 to go here in this second period of play. And a long pass out to Phillips. Takes it down the lane. And they're calling a floor foul on 23 Carr. That's her second. Team fourth here in this first half of play. Into Phillips. Phillips over to Maynard. Maynard puts it up and she's fouled by Robinson. Be her second on the night. Or her first on the night, I'm sorry. Puts Maynard on the line to shoot two. That's the second foul on Robinson. Maynard shooting two. First one's rolls good. Ashley Maynard 2 for 3 from the free throw line. 10-point ball game here. Lady Spartans ahead by 10, 24-14. Maynard's second shot goes up. Rolls good. 3 of 4 from the foul line. West with the ball. Backed her back out. Ruth is backed her back out. Long pass underneath the car. And she gets the point. And Phillips with the ball to Davis. Davis stops off the edge. Phillips. And a jump ball called. Should be O'Kill's ball. 26-15. 5:13 to go. And ball's over to Davis. And it's a turnover on the bounds play. And no. Fouls on Davis. Her first. Fouls on the floor. Be out of bounds play in. (26-15). 5 minutes to go here. Underneath to King. No. Rebound Sharp. Phillips with the ball. Taking her time, letting Lady Oaks get set up. Brings it across. Top of the key. And nobody there. Maynard backed off. Wasn't where she was supposed to be. West bringing the ball back down. Underneath to King. Over Maynard. Maynard and King traveled. Maynard with the block, but King got called for the travel. Turnover from the Lady Spartans. Sharp bringing the ball in. Sharp to Phillips. Over to Ruth. Ruth to Sharp. To Ruth. She pops it. No. Foul Maynard. Over the back. It's going to be her first, I believe. Waiting for him to put it on the board. Yep, her first foul of the evening. Maynard out, Davis in. No, Maynard's still in there. Ruth out, Davis in. And then West over to Carr, and Maynard with the block on the ball. Blocked with authority there. And West brings it around, loses it. No call. Out to King. King to Jewell. Over to Carr. Back to Jewell. Over to West from 3. No. And Maynard with the rebound. And a foul off of Hamlin. Be her first. Hamill, I guess, is her name. That's 6 fouls on the Spartans, 16 fouls. We're not into bonus yet. Over to Phillips on the inbounds. Over to Davis, and a knock away. Turnover off the Lady Oaks. West picks it up, brings it down, pumps it, and she gets 2. Into Sharp, over to Davis. Over to Sharp. Over to Davis. Over to Sharp. Over to Maynard. Underneath. Good for 2. 28-17. Lady Oaks down by 11. 3:05 to go here in this third period of play. Turnovers has not helped the Lady Oaks in this first half of play. Underneath the Carr, blocked by Maynard, picked up by Hamill, and she gets 2 off of a bad put-up, but she gets 2 points out of it. Davis with the ball, and a steal by West, and she's fouled. They're calling intentional. And that one's on Sharp. Well, that was kind of a pathetic call. That'll be 2 free shots for West. No good on the first one. 30-17 with 2:44 to go. Second one's no good. Lucked out there. It's Spartans ball after the intentional call. Over to Hamlin, over to West, back to Hamill, over to Carr, over to no, rebound Odell, over to Phillips. Lady Spartans missed about 3 down there that they had an opportunity at. But they're still up 30-17. Over to Phillips. And Phillips brings it around and in traffic, no. Odell with the rebound, no. Blair with the rebound, over to West. West brings it down the floor, stops, back out to Blair. Out of Blair's hands, out of the hands of Hamill. And out of bounds turnover on the Spartans. Spurlock bringing the ball in for the Lady Oaks, into Ruth. West on Ruth. Across this timeline. Over to Phillips. Brings it under from the other side. Off of Odell with the rebound. Yeah. Odell with 2. 19-30. 11-point ball game. West. And Ruth on West. Over to Hamill. Odell on Hamill. Back out to Blair. Blair to West. And she takes it, no, block, rebound, number 20. Thompson with 2. Phillips to Ruth. Over to Odell, 3-0. Maynard, 2. 32-21, still an 11-point ball game. It's still in reach for the Lady Oaks. Less than 40 seconds. And they're calling a foul on Ruth away from the ball. A pick was set and Ruth knocked the girl back, and that shouldn't have been called no foul. This guy here's back from the Stone Ages, I'm afraid. And West with the ball. Out to Carr. Yeah, she gets 2. 31 seconds left, Phillips with the ball. Over to Spurlock. Into Maynard. Maynard turns. No, in and out. Over Blair to West. 13 seconds to Blair. Clear across to Carr. Over to Hamill. Hamill to West. Waiting for the last shot. Drives, shoots, gets 2. And here at the end of the second period is 36-21. 15-point lead for the Lady Spartans, and we'll be back after halftime. We're ready to roll here for the second half of this ball game. We're starting the third period. Alexander's West has the ball, drives the lane, and is knocked out by Phillips and picked up by Ruth, or Sharp, I'm sorry. Phillips to Ruth. And they call her for the travel. She was looking to pass the ball, and somebody wasn't where they're supposed to be. King into West. Over to King. Over to Bobo. Underneath to West. She pulls it around. Throws it over to Robinson. No. Rebound Spurlock. And 44 King's called for the foul. Her third, I believe. And the first one for the Lady Spartans in this, I guess it's her second. And the Phillips with the ball down to Spurlock, and almost stole there. Over to Phillips. Phillips brings it down the middle. Over to Ruth. Ruth steps up from 3, off the rim into Spartans West hands, and she gets 2. 38-21. Over to Sharp. Sharp to Phillips, over to Ruth. Ruth back to Phillips. Over to Ruth. Over to Phillips, and from 3, off the rim. And West with the ball. Drives the lane, kicks it out to Jewel, and she shoots, misses, rebound Sharp. 17-point lead here for the Lady Spartans. There's 6:28 to go in the third period. Phillips stops, pops it off the front of the rim, and a foul is called in there on Maynard over the back. That should be her second. West with the ball. Over to Jewel. Jewel to Bobo. Bobo from outside. No. Bobo with her own rebound. Blocked by Phillips. All ball. Long pass to Maynard. She gets this one. No. No. And she was fouled and no foul called. No. And turnover by the Lady Spartans. Phillips with the ball off the hands of the Lady Spartans. Over to Sharp. Sharp from 3. She only gets 2 out of it. 23-38. 15-point ball game. with 5:35 to go. And the West with the off-balance shot, out off of Spartans. And Ruth with the ball. Some people upset with the ref on that last play. Over to Maynard. And a foul on King. Be her third, I believe. And Phillips gets the two that counts. People in the stands trying to tell the refs how to do that. Nobody's allowed to do that but me and Jim Phillips. And Becky's on the line to shoot one to try to get three-point play here to bring his score down a little bit more. In and out. No Robinson with the rebound over to West. Over to Hamlin, or Jewell. Jewell with the shot from three. No. Rebound Maynard. Over to Phillips. Over to Ruth. Ruth takes it around, sets it up to Sharp. Sharp to Spurlock. Underneath. No. Maynard. No. And Spartans end up with it. And there's a steal knockout blocked by Sharp on the West. And Ruth with the ball. Lady Oaks is showing a little fight. And West with the steal back. Over to Jewell. Jewell with two. And a timeout being called by the Lady Oaks. With the timeout with 4:15 to go here in the third period play, it's 40-25. 15-point ball game is the difference here. And as we come back after timeout, it's Sharp into Phillips. Phillips to Ruth. Ruth to Phillips. There's a pick set, and Phillips with two. 27-40. And Carr with it, rebound Bobo, and she gets fouled by Maynard. That'll be about the third on her. And there's letting her shoot two. First one's good. Second one's good. This Spartan team tonight, it's been all West and Blair pretty much. Odell in the ball game, Maynard out. And a turnover, no. And the foul's on Jewell. And we got Gillen coming in and Sharp going out. And down to Ruth. And out of Ruth's hands into Carr's hands. And a kick off of Phillips' shoes. And Davis in and Ruth out. And into Robinson, out to West. Over to Bobo. Bobo with the two. Phillips to Davis. Davis to Young. Shoot it. Oh. Knocked out by Lady Spartans. into Phillips. Phillips to Davis. To Phillips. Phillips drives it under, puts it up. No. West with a long pass to Carr, or Jewell. Jewell gets the 2. Into Phillips. Phillips to Spurlock. To Phillips. Underneath Odell and out of her hands. 46-27, a 19-point ball game. 2:45 to go here. West with the ball. Makes it to the middle, out to Jewell. Back to West, out to Jewell. And Jewell gets 2 again. This Lady Spartan team can shoot the ball. Davis with the ball, over to Phillips. Over to Gillen, brings it back out. Into Phillips in the lane, no. And Davis with the pickup, out to Gillen, and she shoots, no. And Davis with the pickup again. Over to Spurlock, over to Phillips. She brings it to the lane, knocked out of her hands. Jump ball, should pursue, it should be O'Keels. And O'Keels ball under their own bucket with 1:47 goes, 48-27. Long pass into Phillips. Over to Gillen. Back to Phillips. Over to Spurlock, into Davis's hands. And the traffic, O'Keels ball out off of White. And as we're out to Gillen, over to Phillips, over to Davis. Davis brings it around. She needs to kick it back out, kicked it out. And they called a 3-second foul, or time. First time we've had that one this evening. We'll get this one ref down here. He's playing about 20 years behind everybody else. West with the ball. Over to Hamlin and Bobo with the shot. And she gets 3. These girls from Alexander can shoot the ball. We're seeing that. Then there's a knocked out. Tried to pull that one down was King. And it was through her hands that killed the ball. (51-27), and the foul's on number 20, I believe, Thompson. Becky Phillips on the line to shoot 2. Gets the first one. Gets the second one. That one was off the glass, but it went in. 29-51. Carr with the shot. Bounces, no good. And who we calling now? That one's on Odell. I don't know how he's seen that foul in there when there was 3 girls around Odell. Knocked out by O'Keel. 39 seconds to go here in this third period play. 51-29. And out to West. West dribbles, and she rolls it in. Don't know how she does that, but she gets it in there. Over to Davis. Davis to Phillips. To Gillen. Oh, and there's a turnover. And West to Jewell. No. And followed through by Carr. And there's a long pass. No. And there's the end of the third period. 55-29, 26-point lead for the Lady Spartans. We'll be back for the fourth period of play. Spartans with the ball for the last 8 minutes of this game. And underneath, throw away by Lady Spartans. And Spurlock into Ruth. Lady Oaks got a lot of ground to make up this period. You're going to have to step up and shoot some threes, I guess. Over to Ruth. Ruth to Phillips. Over to Spurlock. She takes it to the lane, and she's fouled by King. That should be her fourth, I believe. Spurlock on the line to shoot two. Gets the first one. And the second one's in and out. And saved by Spartans. And West brings it, stops, backs it out to King. King to West. West from three land. No. Rebound Carr. And she gets two. Phillips to Ruth. Over to Phillips. And there's a push on Sharp. And that's her second one. Fourth team foul. I'm surprised he didn't call that one intentional. I'm surprised he didn't call it intentional. West with the ball. The only thing they got to do is play keep away for 8 minutes, and there's a block. And trying to save the ball, but it didn't work that time. Good thought. And West over Ruth, and they call Ruth for the foul. Looked like it was a block to me. Fifth-team foul on Lady Oaks puts West on the line to shoot. She missed her first two off an intentional. Let's see how she does on these. And she gets it. 58-30, 28-point ball game. (59-30), 29-point ball game as West gets both of hers. To Phillips in the lane, rolls in. West brings the ball back down. And over to Carr. Carr underneath, and she gets two more. Carr stepping up and taking Bobo's place. Over to Sharp. Sharp from outside. Bounces, rolls. And they call jump ball. Now, looks to me like that ball shouldn't do that if it's round and that rim's the way it's supposed to be. Well, we should have got the three out of that. 61-32 is the score. 29-point ball game. Into Phillips. Phillips over to Spurlock. Cross to Ruth. Over to Phillips. Over to Spurlock. Back out to Phillips. And she drives the lane and it rolls good for 2. And the foul's on 32, I believe. Hamill for, no, it's on 13. Blair. And Phillips' ball rolls off the rim. Picked up by the Lady Spartans. West, and she loses it. Picked up by Phillips. A long pass, and it's whoever wants it. And and I don't think so. It was 2-on-1, and I thought I seen a white shirt touch it last. And there's a long pass over to whatever that girl's name is. And there's a foul off of Hamill. Blair with the long shot. She missed it, and Hamill fouled and put Maynard on the line for the 1-and-1 since we're in the bonus. With 5:34 to go in this fourth period of play, it's 61-34. 27-point ball game. Maynard going to try to bring those numbers back down. No. And rebound, Spartans. And the foul's on Sharp, I believe. That'll put and I figured they were being bonus, but maybe not. West with the ball. Over to Hamill, no. Rebound Maynard into Ruth. Ruth across the half court, over to Phillips. Phillips steps it in the paint and shoots for 2. (36-61). 25-point ball game. Hamill kills ball off a turnover from Alexander. Odell in, Sharp out. 4:49 to go. Ruth with the ball. Over to Phillips. Over to Ruth. Ruth 2-point land, and she gets a 2. 38-61. 23-point ball game. And Blair bringing the ball out to Hamill. And it's taken away, and foul on travel is what they called. We'll go for that. And the Lady Oaks trying to battle back. Over to Phillips. Over to Ruth. Ruth steps out and out of Spurlock's hands. And into Blair, Hamill, and West. Block, rebound, Odell. And Phillips over to Ruth. And no. West with it. Over to Carr. And they're calling a foul on Phillips. 3:45 to go, 38-61. We're in the 1-and-1 now. Bumper. And that'll be Hamill shooting for the Lady Spartans. And she gets her first one. And she gets her second one. Ball's into Ruth. Ruth to Phillips. Over to Ruth. Over to Phillips. Over to Gillen. She steps it up short. And ball's into West. And she's fouled by Gillen. And that'll put West on the line. 3:20 to go, 63-38. West first shot. Falls good. She's the big player for Alexander, followed by Carr and Bobo. Second shot's good. Over to Gillen, back to Ruth, into Phillips in the paint, and she's fouled by number 20, Thompson. Well, it looks like just about everybody from both teams has got a foul on them tonight. Davis in, Ruth out. Phillips shooting 2. First one's off the back of the rim. Second one's no, falls off the rim. Didn't take a good bounce. West backs it off. And Blair brings it around, out to Carr. Carr takes it in the middle. No. Rebound. Thompson. She finishes it. 67, back to a 29-point ball game. 29-point ball. Into Maynard, no. Over to Odell, yes. Odell picked it up off the miss. 27-point ball game. King to Blair. And no. Maynard with the rebound. Phillips with the ball. Over to Gillen. She stops and double dribbles. Turnover Oak Hill. Alexander coach taking West out of the ball game. Now Spartan fans are appreciating what she's done for them tonight. Blair with the ball. Blair over to Carr, to Blair, off her hands, over to Blair from 3, short, and picked back up by Thompson, no, and a foul's called in there on somebody, and that'll put Carr on the line to shoot 2. Let's see who they give it to. Phillips, her second for the evening. And Carr misses the first one. Then she gets the second one. Phillips with the ball. Brings it down to Davis. Davis to Phillips. Phillips from 3-point land. Nope. Rebound Odell. And they're calling a jump ball. Jiminy, that was quick. So you touch the ball, you get a jump ball. And then sometimes you gotta play football to get a jump ball. Well, back to this game anyway. And that falls good for Kabobi, or whatever her name is. 71-40, a 31-point ball game here. Over to Maynard. Maynard, no. Odell, no. And she's fouled by Blair. Odell will go on the line. .106 to go in this ball game. Lady Oaks haven't quit, but we've just run kind of low on points. And Odell with the first shot gets it good. And second shot, good. Blair with the ball, down under 50 seconds. Out to Kadobi. Over, and there was a travel, but Carr got the shot off. Rebound Phillips. Phillips to Carter. No. Rebound Gillen. And she shoots and gets two. Well, at least it's a 27-point ball game. And a block and steal by Gillen off to Phillips. Over to Carter. Carter to Davis. Calling a 3-second violation on Oak Hill again. We're the only ones that got that call tonight. Down to 10 seconds. And there's a walk. Lady Oaks ought to get the last shot of this ball game. Going for the last three in this ball game, I got a feeling. Into Phillips, and she brings it down. No, she takes it, and she gets fouled. Fouls on 13, Blair. Her third. Phillips on the line to shoot two with 1.7 seconds. In and out. And she gets the second one, 45. And there's a long shot, and that's the end of the ball game. 71 to 45 in favor of the Lady Spartans. And this is Dale Gill along with Jim Phillips. We want to wish you happy holidays and invite everyone up to Logan to the Christmas tournament, holiday tournament, starting on Saturday and Sunday after Christmas. We'll be taking on Olentangy from Columbus. We'll see you all then. This is Dale Gillen and Jim Phillips wishing you all happy holidays.